Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is McGarren Jones. I'm a real estate agent here in Orlando, Florida, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about things you need to know before you sell your house. I've put together a list for you guys of 8 things that you should consider, 8 things that you should think about before you put your house for sale. Now obviously, number one, the most important of all of them, is going to be finding the right agent. Now I've already done another video that you guys can watch that talks a little bit more about this in depth. If you guys go onto my channel, you'll see a video about finding the right agent. What I did in that video was I listed 10 things that most real estate agents do wrong and how you can find a good agent that can help you with your needs. So if you want to go a little deeper into how to find a good agent and things that you should look for in a good agent, then go ahead and go down to the description. I'll put a link down there for you guys to be able to watch that video. But just to give a brief summary here, it's very important to have a good agent. Obviously, because it's a big transaction. It's your house. You want to be able to find a good agent that has a lot of experience in the town that you're interested in, and someone who has good marketing techniques and experience. Right now, one of the most important things is having your house on social media. It's extremely important to have an agent who knows about the recent changes and updates on social medias and knows the best way to get the most amount of people looking at your house. I have over 4 years of real estate experience here in Florida, and I have over 2 years of experience on different platforms of social media, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and many other platforms. There's plenty of links in the descriptions if you guys want to check out those other pages. But like I said, you want to find someone who knows what's going on in the modern age of social media, because currently that is the best way to market your home. And talking a little bit more about the price of your home, you want to find an agent who knows exactly what price to put your home at. Your agent's going to do a comparison of the other homes in your neighborhood that are comparable to your home, and he's going to find you a good price. He's also going to take into consideration the price that you paid for it and the price that you're looking for. Overall, it's a very important process, a very important moment for you and your family, so you want to find an agent who can take care of you and an agent who can get the most people looking at your house. And that brings us to number 2. The second most important thing on my list is to have good curb appeal. Now your agent's going to help explain to you what exactly is curb appeal and what the most important points of the actual curb appeal is. For example, you want to make sure that your roof is nice and clean. If you need to do a power washing, there's plenty of companies who can power wash your roof for you. You want to make sure it looks nice and clean. One of the most important things, and I'm going to touch a little bit more on this later, is cleanliness. Even if your house is older, even if you don't have the best decoration, even if it's not the nicest house, if it's clean, it's a 100 night and day % difference. It's very important to have a clean house. And since we're talking about the curb appeal, I want to focus a little bit more about how the house looks on the exterior, starting with the roof and also with the paint on the front of the house. You don't always have to repaint the front of your house. You're welcome to if you'd like. That's a little bit extra cost that you might have to spend, but at least get it spray washed. That's a lot cheaper than painting it, and it makes a world of difference. Especially if you have wood siding or brick, it's very important to get it clean, make it look like new. Especially here in Florida, there's a lot of moss, there's a lot of algae that grows on the homes, and a simple spray and wash with a little bit of bleach will get that right off. You also want to pay attention to your plants and your garden. You want to keep your garden simple and well maintained. Make sure your plants are nice and separated, have a little bit of mulch in between the plants, cut your grass. You want to make sure the house is well maintained, because when someone comes up to your house, they're going to judge the inside of your house by looking at the outside of your house. As soon as they get there, they're going to think, well, if the yard is clean, if the front of the house is clean, then the inside must be clean. So it's extremely important to have a good curb appeal when they pull up. For example, if the mailbox is crooked, that's going to be one of the first things that your buyer is going to see. What I would suggest is go to a couple different homes in the neighborhood that just went up for sale. Not copy them, but look at their yard, look at the front of their house, and see what they did to have a good curb appeal. And number 3 on the list, it's very important to have good pictures and good video. Even if your house isn't that clean, even if your roof isn't that clean, you don't have the best curb appeal, if you have a good photographer, it makes, once again, night and day, a world of difference. And like I said, nowadays with social media always changing the game, it's very important to have video as well. There's lots of different things you can do. You can do virtual walkthroughs. You have a 3D virtual walkthrough that you can hire someone to do. You can even get aerial shots and pictures, which I would highly recommend, and I always do for all of my clients. It's not very expensive to add some aerial pictures on there, and it really gives a different point of view of your home, of your neighborhood, for your buyers. This is one of the things I mentioned in my last video about finding a good realtor, is that you want to have great pictures. You want to have a realtor who has great pictures. I've seen many gorgeous homes that have pictures done with cell phones, or they have pictures that are out of focus or poor lighting. It's extremely important to have good video and good pictures for your house. Especially nowadays, before and after the pandemic, most people are just looking at Zillow and other realtor sites to be able to get an idea of what the house looks like on the inside. So that means that the internet is their first impression of your home, and it's important to have good pictures to be able to pop and make your house stand out from the other homes in the neighborhood. Number 4, to make your house look good, you want to be able to organize your furniture and your personal things in a nice, simple, minimalistic way. You don't want to have too much clutter, you don't want to have too many things. One of the best things you can do is take all your personal items, take all this clutter, and put it in the garage in a nice organized way, because they're going to look at the garage as well. But it's important to be able to have the house looking more simple and open. The more open and the less things you have in the home, the more inviting and big the home is going to feel to your buyers. And number 5, like I said earlier, I was going to make a point of this. It's very important to have your house clean. Just like I mentioned on the outside needs to be clean, well, the inside needs to be clean as well, well maintained. I would recommend you hiring a company to clean the carpets, clean the floors. It's not very expensive, and it's well worth your time and money. Having a clean home is going to make a world of difference when your buyers come into that house. If you have some scented candles or air fresheners that you can put in the outlets, it's very important to have a good smell too. I've noticed that most people don't actually think the house is clean unless it smells good. Also, you want to look at your light switches. If they're dirty, once again, just take a nice little towel. It's real simple to clean it up, and doesn't take more than just a couple hours to make your house a lot cleaner. If you'd like, and if you have the budget, I would recommend hiring a company. Most cleaning companies have a specific deal that you can do. If you tell them that you're selling your house, they're going to have a specific package that they have to be able to help your house be ready to sell. Number 6 also ties in a little bit with number 5 with the cleanliness. You want to do any last touch-ups before you sell your house. If you have some paint chips on the walls, maybe you still have that extra can of paint in the garage. If you have any touch-ups that you need to do, it's very important to do that. I wouldn't say you have to repaint the entire house. I mean, if you have the budget for it, that's always a plus. But if you don't, just simple things can make a world of difference. If you look next to the door handle on your doors, if you clean that off with a towel, or even if you paint the door, it's going to make a big difference, because if you think about it, the buyer is going to walk into the house and the first thing he's going to want to do is grab onto that door handle, and he's always going to watch where his hand's going, so he's going to see if it's dirty or clean, and it's just going to give a bad vibe. The cleaner the house is, the better. And these little touch-ups make a world of difference in the cleanliness. I'm not sure if you guys can hear any of the thunder that's going on outside, but it's Florida, and so every day we have thunderstorms here, especially this time of year. So sorry if you hear a little bit of rumbling out there. And number 7 is staging. I would highly recommend, if it's in your budget, staging your home. If it's not, you can do your own type of staging. Just simplify your furniture. Look at some ideas online, or even look at some ideas in the neighborhood to be able to get an idea of the best way to stage your home. If you want, you can hire a stager. They're going to rent some furniture for you, and they're going to strategically put it in your house to be able to make your house a little bit more modern, make it really pop, and catch the eye of the buyers. Like I said, what I would recommend is you go online and you look up staging ideas, or you can ask your agent if they have anyone that they would recommend to help stage your home. At Talent, we already have a long list of people who would highly recommend for you. Whether you need videographers, photographers, carpet cleaners, pressure washers, you name it, decorators, we have it. And last but certainly not least, one thing that my past sellers definitely loved was the advice to have a showing routine. Just about every day you're going to have 1, 2, or multiple showings, and so you want to be ready. You want to make sure your lawn is cut, you want to make sure your house is well maintained, have a good curb appeal, go over the list I just gave you, and you want to be able to create a routine on paper that you or your family knows exactly what to do whenever you get the call from your agent saying, hey, we have a showing at 5 o'clock. Are you guys able to do that? As soon as your agent calls you, you already know exactly what to do. You just gotta go down your list, grab your things, make sure the house is clean, turn off the computers. I've seen a couple of people who have speakers throughout the house. They put on a nice little ambient music, throw some Febreze on the couch, throw some Febreze in the house, plug in those air wicks, and make sure the house is ready for the buyer to come see. You wanna make sure all the lights are on, and then you grab your dog, or you grab your kids, go for a little walk around the block while your potential buyer is taking a look at your house. And that's my list for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys got a little bit better of an idea of things that you can do in order to help your house sell better, things that you can do to be ready to sell your house. And once again, I have plenty of experience here in Orlando, here in Florida, and plenty of marketing experience. If you guys need help selling your home, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to meet you in my office and show you all that we have to offer for you. If you want to enter in contact with me, you can send me an email. My email is down in the description. Or you're welcome to call the office phone, which is also in the description, and ask for McGarren Jones. I hope you guys liked the video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. It really helps a lot. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave any comments down in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching, guys. You have a good day. Until next time.